Hello everybody, I am KS Rao. Once again, you know my credentials, so I don't have to repeat my purpose of this video. The puzzle you see behind me, I actually do not remember from which source I got this puzzle, but I was attracted to the configuration of the numbers, given numbers, and then solved it, of course, with some difficulty. And then I also felt like showing this method of solving of this puzzle to you all for the purpose of showing us a very famous trick. It is called the swordfish. Of course, there is no sword and no fish, it's only just a name. This trick is a bit difficult to spot, and once you are spotted, easy to implement. And this trick helps to solve many difficult puzzles. You try to master this puzzle trick also. Okay, let's go to the puzzle now. This is the puzzle, very craftily designed. You can see all numbers given in diagonals, each box and each row and each rather no, this strip and this strip and these vertical strips also. So all numbers are fixed in diagrams. Very interesting. But it's a very difficult puzzle. Take it from me. We will solve it. Let us start in our usual fashion. But then let us take a break from that usual style. We will go number by number. Let's start with number 4. You see this 4 in row A, another in row C, and one more row 4 in this column number 9. Looking at this box, the only place we can write a number 4 is here. Okay, and then come to the left vertical strip. We have a 4 here, we have a 4 here, we have a 4 here. Therefore, looking at this box, the only place we can write a number 4 is here. And then look at this box. We have this 4 here, we have written this 4 here, and we have this cross check above. Therefore, in this box, we can write our number 4 here. So that probably finishes the story of 4s for this puzzle. If we can write another 4 here, F8. So that's the ninth 4 for this puzzle. Okay. And then, while in this right vertical strip, have a look at number 6. 6 here in this column and 6 here in this column. So looking at this box, this 6 here cross checks this cell. Therefore, you get on number 6 here. Okay. And then look at number 1 in this left vertical strip. 1 here, you cannot repeat in this column number 1. 1 here, you cannot repeat anywhere here. You have a 1 here. Therefore, in this box, we can confidently write our number 1 there. Okay. Now, see, come to this right vertical strip once again. Interestingly, you can find a number 1 here. We have another one here. We have written a 1 here. And we have the next number 1 here and C1. Therefore, looking at column number 8, the only place number 1 can be written is here. Okay. And then look at this box. This box. We have 1 there, 2 here, 3, 4 are there, 5 here, 5 here, 5 there. You get a 5 here. Okay. And then 6 You have a 6 here, you have a 6 here. We get our next 6 for this step here. And now, look at this number 9 here. We cannot repeat it at these two cells. So you can write our number 9 here. Okay. And then only two cells are remaining in this box. That is 2 and 8. We have this 2. So let's write our 2 here. And these are 8. Okay. And now, let me be plain. We cannot get any other number in this fashion, in this puzzle, whatever we may search. Therefore, the next job we have to do is fill up all these cells and then go for the major tricks, okay? But I will show few examples. Okay, let us take up this middle vertical strip. And if I middle this column number 5, we have 5 numbers already there. What we need is, not is, number 3, 6, 8 and 9. 3, 6, 8 and 9. Okay. We have only 9 there. So 3, 6, 8 we write here. 3, 6 and 8. Here we have only 3. So we have to write 6, 8 and 9. Here we have just 6 only. So 3, 8 and 9 here. Here. Okay, here 8 is there. So 3, 6 and 9. 3, 6 and 9. Okay. So, and here this box. We have already got 5 numbers there. We require 4 numbers to fill the 4 cells to fill. So what are those numbers? 2, 5, 7 and 8. So 2. There is a 2 here. So 5, 7 and 8 right there. 5, 7 and 8. Here again. We have a 5 here. So 2, 7 and 8 here. 2, 7 and 8. Here. 7 here, 7 here. Oh, 2, 5, 8 here. 2, 5, 8. Here also we have only 7. Therefore, we get our 2, 5, 8. Okay. So, that is where I filled one column and one box. So this is the method of filling up all the cells in this puzzle. But to save time and to make it easy to recognize the numbers and easy for solving, I will take a little break and fill up all these cells on my own, even get it printed, and we will resume the solving process a little while later. Resolve. You know our method of finding the numbers in such puzzles. We start with boxes and then, okay, let's discuss about the boxes. Now, when we say, just let us take this box for example, we look for any particular number occurring only in one row or a column. Okay, in this case, we have this number 1 here occurring only in row H of this box. Therefore, it means that number 1 has to be here or here only and nowhere else. It further means that number 1 has no business to remain anywhere else in this row H. In this case, it is not occurring anywhere else in these small numbers in these filled cells. So, that number 1 does not help us now. 2 occurs in two different rows. 3 occurs again in 2 different rows. 4, 5, 6 are there already. 7 occurs in 2 rows again. 8, same way. 9 is there. Okay, so there is no result of this examination. Okay, in this manner, we have to examine all the boxes. To cut short our time, let me jump to this box number 5. Here, have a look. In this box, we have a number 2 occurring only in one column. Okay, that means in this box, number 2 has to be here or here only. So, in that case, if number 2 is repeated anywhere else in these cells, it can be deleted. Okay, I hope you understand. Now, in this case, this number 2 occupies only these two cells in one column, but it is not repeated elsewhere also in this column number 4, so it does not help. Okay. Number 3, come to number 3. Number 3 occurs in 3 places in this box. Okay. So, but one thing, let's look at row F. In row F, number 3 occurs only in these two places. Therefore, it is evident that number 3 has to be here at F4 or F5 only and nowhere else in this row. Therefore, how can another number 3 take position here at D5? So, that number 3 need not be there. Okay, we can delete it straight away, but let us wait. And then 4 is there, 5 is there. Number 6 occurs in two different rows, does not help. 7 same way, 8 same way, and 9 also similar. So let us leave this box now. Come to this box. Here again we find number 3 occurring in row D part of this box only. That means number 3 has to be here or here only in this box. There is no escape, no other place for number 3. In which case, this number 3 cannot be found elsewhere in row D. Therefore, once again we come to the same D5. This 3 gets eliminated and deleted. Sorry, this 3 gets deleted in this process also, in this method also. To this box and this box, this 3 gets deleted, eligible to get deleted. So let us delete it. Okay, that 3 goes, and what happens? There are 2 3s in this column and 2 3s in this box and 3. So it does not help now. Okay. Now we have to go for our one major trick now. That is what is called X-wing. You are aware of that X-wing. I will show now. Just have a look. A2, F2, A7 and F7. A2, F2, A7, F7. These 4 cells, they have something in common. That is, number 5 is common in these 4 cells. Therefore, the meaning is these cells form an X-wing like this, X like this. If we draw lines like this, it forms an X. But the advantage is, you see, in row A, the only 2 cells in which number 5 occurs is A2 and A7, and in this row F also the only place number 5 occurs is this and this. Therefore, that is the reason we have selected these 4 cells. Okay. Now the meaning of that is, supposing we confirm number 5 here, we cannot repeat number 5 here. At the same time, we cannot repeat number 5 here also. Which means if we write a 5 here, the next 5 has to be here in F7. But alternatively, if we write a 5 here, the next 5 has to be here. Therefore, if a 5 has to be here or here or here only, the other 5s in this column will have no meaning. Of course, in these 2 rows, 5 occurs only 2 times, but in this column number 2, and column number 7, the other 5 occurring can just be deleted. Okay. So, in this manner, we can, between this 5 and this 5 at C2 is occurring. Therefore, let us delete that 5 there. And here, this 5 also needs to be deleted. At E7, that 5 goes. Okay. And then, what else happens? Any result of this? Just have a quick look. 28278. Okay. And here, not much. Okay. So, since I have solved this puzzle earlier, I will not waste my time searching. Okay. Let's go for our next trick. That is another X ring only. That is, have a look. A1, A5, A1, A5, F1, F5, A1, A5, F1, F5. There is one more number common in these 4 cells. See, this is number 6 is common in 1, 2, 3, 4 cells. Importantly, this number 6 does not occur anywhere else in this row, and similarly this number 6 does not occur anywhere else in this row. Therefore, like we have discussed the earlier X ring, number 6 has to be either here or here, in which case it is here, the number 6 has to be here. If the same 6 is put here, the next 6 has to be here. Therefore, since the number 6 is not occurring anywhere else in this row and also this row, we can delete number 6 occurring elsewhere in column number 1 and column number 5 also. Therefore, we come to here, this 6 gets deleted because between this 6 and this 6 gets deleted. And another thing is this 6, C5, it is lying between this 6 and this 6. So let us delete them now. At E1 and C5. This 6, C5. So, now we have come to a very interesting stage now. After applying 2 X rings, we find a pair of 8 and 9 here in column number 5. Okay, have a look. This 8 and 9 being a pair permits us to delete these 2 numbers in the rest of this column number 5. Therefore, let us delete this 8 here. This 8 goes there and this 9 also goes. So we have developed a pair of 3 and 6 in this column number 5 and a pair of 8 and 9 of course. Okay. Now does it make any difference in this box or this box? Let's have a look. 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. 2, 7, 8, 9. Okay, no. So now, next minor trick. Have a look at row F. We find number 9 only in F1 or F2. That means, like we have discussed about number 3 in this box and this box, number 9 has to be only here at F1 or F2 because it is not repeated anywhere else in this row. Therefore, this number 9 has no business to remain elsewhere in this box. So let us delete this 9 here. This 9 can be deleted. And then look at column number 3. Just have a look at column number 3. Like we have found this number 9 here. We have number 9 again in B3 and C3, which further means that it has no business to remain elsewhere in this box, because in this column number 9 occurs only here and nowhere else. Therefore, let us delete these 9s also here. This 9 goes and this 9 goes, and then what happens? Nothing much even now. I'm just seeing if any pair or a trio is made, something like that. I'm just observing while talking to you also. Okay. Okay, so having done so much now, let's go for our next major trick. That is now the important trick I told you about, that is the swordfish. In swordfish, it's just an extension of this X-wing, okay. In X-wing, we involve 2 rows and 2 columns, okay. In this case, well, you have seen it, I need not explain again. In the case of a swordfish, 3 rows and 3 columns are involved, okay. So that will be best understood by an example. I'll show you. Look at C6, C6, C6 and C8. I shall mark these things like this. Okay, that, okay. C6 and C8. C8 also. And then D3 and D6. Here, this. D6 also, let us mark it. And then J3 and J8. This, this and this. You see, in all these 6 cells we have selected, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. The number 7 is common in all these cells. Here we have a 7, here we have a 7, but that 7 is not repeated anywhere else in row C. Have a look. Similarly, in row D also we have a 7 here, we have a 7 here. It is not repeated anywhere elsewhere in this row. And here it is very clear, only 2 cells are filled with 2 numbers in each. Okay, 3 and 7. So it is clear. So number 7 occurs only in these cells, in these rows. So look at it. Look at this aspect in the vertical plane. That is, see, a 7 has to be here or here. A 7 has to be here or here. A 7 has to be here or here. Okay. So all the 7s occurring in between them can get deleted. I hope I am clear. See, I shall try to repeat. In these 3 rows, 1, 2 and 3 rows, number 7 occurs only twice in each row, and therefore we can look at the vertical plane. Here number 7 occurs here and 7 occurs here and 7 occurs here and here. So if a number 7 has to be here or here only in this column, in this looking at column number 3, if number 7 has to be here or here only, so any place in between that number 7 need not get repeated or it can be deleted. So let us delete this 7 at E3. Let us delete that. And here also, see here another funny thing. See, a 7 has to be here or here in C6 or D6. Therefore, if a 7 has to be in one of those 2 places, how can a 7 remain in E6? That 7 also goes. Okay. And then Look at this. Here. In this column number 8, a 7 has to be here or here. That means in between this 7 at G8 should be deleted. Okay. So this is the meaning, or this is what is called the swordfish. Okay. Now this will commence our campaign of solving this puzzle. Okay. Now the first thing we have seen while deleting this number 7 is at E6, just one number is remaining, that is number 6. So let us strike that and write the same number in bold, big. Okay. And immediately at F5, you can delete this 6 and write a 3 there, 3, and next door left, say 2, and this 2 allows us to delete this 2 here. Okay. And then see, we have a 6 in row D, we have written it 6 in row E. In this box or in this box we have the 6. Looking at this box, the only place a number 6 occurs is here, and this 6 gets deleted naturally. Okay. And then after writing this 6 here, look above, that 6 gets deleted, and what else happens? This 3 enables us to delete the 3 at F5, so we get a 6 there, and incidentally that's the only place a number 6 remains there in row A. Okay. So, and let's make the corrections. Except for this pair of 8 and 9, the other cells are all filled in column number 5. And here we have this 3, 7, and 8 in column number 4. And here, let us see, this 6 should be deleted there. Okay, so we have a tray of 5, 7, and 9. So this middle vertical strip is more or less settled. Of course, those gaps are there, those trios are there. So let us look at the other boxes and steps. This 2 enables us to disband this pair here. We get a 5 there. So by means of that we can delete this 5 and this 5 also. See, once we write a 5 here, this number 5 need not be found anywhere else in this box, and need not be there anywhere else in this column and in this row also. Now let us correct this cell F2. We have a 2 here and a 5 here. Therefore, at F2 what follows is number 9, and that 9 we can delete here also. In which case, looking at this box, the only place a number 9 is occurring is G1. Let's put that 9 there. Now, have a look at row G. We have 2, 8 here, another 2, 8 here, a pair, I mean to say. Therefore, at G7, 2 and 8 need not be there, so number 7 should materialize there. We write that number 7 there, and then here is a 3. This 3 enables us to disband this pair of 3 and 7 here. We get a 7 there, and above at a D3 we can get a 2 there. That 2, let me write there. Okay. Again, that enables us to disband this pair at H3. Therefore, we get a 3 here, and deleting this 3 here, we get a pair of 2 and 8 in this box. Okay. Now, let us delete this 3 here also. Of course, this 3 we had put a little while ago. So now in this box we have a tray of 1, 2 and 8. Okay. It will be there. Now further, what else can be done? This is how the investigation has been done. This 3 we can delete here. That 3 goes there. That means we have made a pair of 2 and 8 in column number 8. Therefore, at C8, what remains is number 7. Okay. Then, as a result of that, at A7, you can delete that 7 and confirm number 8 there. Then, we are left with a pair here of 2 and 5 in column number 9. So, once 2 and 5 pair is there, number 2 and 5 need not be found anywhere else in this column. Of course, 5 is not there. Then we can delete this number 2 here, this number 2 here, and this number 2 here. Okay. It requires a little hard searching. Okay, let us do it patiently. This 8 enables us to delete these 8s here in this row A. Yeah. Number 8 there. We can disband this pair at A2 and write number 5 there. And again here at A1, what we get is number 3. And A4 will get number 7 because of this 3 and this 8. It is number 7 there. Okay. And then that row is complete. Now let us look at this box. Can anything be done? Let's see, this 7 can be deleted. So we have, oh yeah, we have got a pair of 5 and 9 in B6 and C6. That means this 7 need not be here. This 9 need not be here because of 5 and 9. So we get a 7 here. And that means we can delete this 7 here. At E4 we get an 8, and at D5 it is 9, the pair which helped us in the beginning. Okay, and at C5 we get 8, and it's a 3 here. After writing this 8 here, we can confirm number 2 at C2. It's a 2, and here across it's a 5, and just above it's a 2. Okay. After that 5 written here, we get a 9, just about it's a 5. Okay, and then, oh, let me write this 2 properly. Okay, sorry. So, now in this row row B, row B, only 2 vacancies are there. That is for, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there, 7, 8 and 9. Only 8 and 9 are required for these 2 cells. And here we find an 8. Therefore, let us confirm that 8. And here naturally it is number 9. So we come to the last cell in this box. That is for a number 6. Yeah. Okay. So that step is complete now. And let us look at this row D. After writing this number 2 here, we can confirm 8 here, and then it is a 3 there, and after writing that 8 there, number 1 takes this place, and here it is naturally a 2, and 2 and 8 being above this place, H7 gets number 1. Naturally, H9 gets number 8, and here it is a 2. So this strip also is complete. This strip is complete. What else is remaining there? A few numbers in these 2 boxes only. Okay. So after writing these 2 here, look left. So 7 at E1 and 5 at E3, and what else? These 2 cells are remaining. We find number 2 there. So we get a 2 here and number 8 here. Okay. So I think we have solved this puzzle quite, shall I say, comfortably. We have made use of X-wings and swordfish. Okay. Now, it's a very difficult puzzle. If you have understood this swordfish properly, you can solve difficult puzzles as we have solved this one. If you are not comfortable with swordfish, you can just look again and again when I show the swordfish again. If I come across a puzzle like this, okay. So, well, that's all about this puzzle and for today. And before we wind up this video, I request you to read these lines here about a book, Some Miracles Shown by God, written by me, and another Sudoku made easy, written by me. People have read this book, they have only one word, that is, they say, wonderful, sir. Okay. This book, people have read this book, they say it's a unique book, very, very useful. Okay. If you read these lines, you know what to do. Okay. So I request you again and further, please subscribe this channel and show your likes and dislikes, and let me have your comments. Your comments and likes and dislikes will help me to improve my presentation of these videos. Okay. So that's it for today, my friends. God bless you all.